Tonight on EA Sports, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And coming up of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
A give to Harris. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
47-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and get it with Forsett. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're Getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he's into the clear. 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 92 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll set up a throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good to make it 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This time to the tailback. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing: take care of the football.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after their turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6.
The pass.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 9 yards.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Open space inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punt, and it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
A fumble on the play.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the route is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. 28-21, the final score. From there, it's off to Southern Nevada. Check out the action going on beside the neon lights of Las Vegas. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. 30-27 was the final. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Rodrigo. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started from the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps. Of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Brought down back at the 19.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jerome Baker able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Miami set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Taking over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up... going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Burrow's pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Burrow on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second. Down.
Then incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! DK Metcalf, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to get a score back. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Ball carried by
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is
He's got a man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 33 yards that time. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run, Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hale.
Burrow's
A gain of 6 there on first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability, you've had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
That is caught at the 7. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Burrow. And he's got it. And the Buccaneers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
That ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And judging by our scoreline, they have 6-0 in their future. As they look to grind this one down a little, they've got it first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taking off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And out of bounds right around the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And 4.
Let's go deep tight now. Let's go deep tight now.
Here's Harris. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
The kicker on.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Burrow's pass.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Burrow on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To the air again, Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
At their own 21-yard line.
Miami set to take over, and it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And the pressure gets to him again. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Down back at the 15-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,